In the small town of Gowen, there's a former fishing shop turned flower shop. Now it's an ice cream shop, Charley's Ice Cream and Grill. The popular spot has had several owners, and its current ones stepped into the small business game as 3 teenagers. Now they've added a mascot of sorts, one a lot older than all of them.
This is a story about a statue.
Being able to take something and improve on it.
And the sisters telling its story.
Such a beautiful piece of Gowen history, of Grand Rapids history, of just West Michigan history, and it's so cool to be able to have that here.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Wearing pink and weighing in at around 600 pounds, Charley the elephant once had an even heavier friend, Zuella.
Zuella was, his main love. That was his baby.
In the 60s and 70s, the real-life elephant lived at the John Ball Zoo. The statue stood by.
At the end of each day when he would finish with her, he'd always say, "Good night, baby, see you in the morning."
But in 78, Zuella's longtime trainer fell ill.
In the past, it was hard after my dad got sick. She became ill too, and she really missed him.
That same year, after losing 1,000 pounds, Zuella was put down.
Zuella was not what, she was made out to be. She was a loving creature that, really, cared about my dad, and he cared about her too.
Eventually, the statue went up for auction, bought by a couple right down the road from Charley's.
The statue to me was kind of like a symbol of this town a little bit, kind of like Charley's was.
While it stood on its side of the street display, the Kroll sisters bought the business.
We were so young. That whole first year was just figuring it out and doing everything we could to keep it running.
Teenagers at the time taking over.
A staple in the community of Gowen, for sure. We always owned little companies when we were kids. We had a log splitting business. He had us plant an apple orchard at one point.
The nearby statue seemed a perfect fit. Purchased this spring and newly restored.
I wasn't even expecting how rewarding it would be to see that, the before and after difference of what the statue looks like.
Charley now tells his story beside matching umbrellas.
That's what's really awesome, to have something old made new again.
This is a story about a statue.
I wish he were here today.
And something more, too.
Yes, I think he would get a kick out of that.
In Gowen, Sam Lanstra, Fox 17 News.